Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. Today we're going to play with our friend Batman the Red Death, sort of. Basically, if you saw one of my previous video, basically I can recreate a pretty good approximation of the Batman the Red Death character, or look I should say. So let's play with that at least for a bit. Just give me 1 second so that I can set things up on my end. But it'll give you guys a chance to log in while I do that. Hello, Phantom Ninja. Almost there. Almost there. So, in case you guys don't know, there is the Christmas seasonal that's going on right now. It should last until December 28th. So, if you did not profit from it yet, you still have plenty of time. I'm allowed to practice with speed, with super speed. Hello, Rexian. We didn't play the Christmas missions for a bit, so let's try and do that. I still need at least a few things to purchase from the Christmas vendor, so... But also I was trying... oh, that's a nice Superman. So let's go see our friend Al Jordan. Today we're going to play with our Red Death look. And for those who are wondering how my character can be going at super speed, basically I have the speed boots. So as I mentioned in my other video, we have a Red Death set of gear coming up. So although this is a pretty good approximation of the Red Death look, we should have an official Red Death set of gear soon. Soon, sadly, is the operative word in DC Universe Online. I suspect that we're probably going to have a new time capsule around January 8th. So I think that's when we're going to get the Red Death new look. And I know that a lot of people will complain that it is a Batman set of gear again, sort of, even though it's an amalgam of Batman and Flash. But the Red Death seems to be really popular amongst fans, at least at the moment. And it's easy to understand why. Batman by itself is pretty popular. Right now, the Flash by itself is pretty popular, at least in the movie, the TV world.
You're my hero.
So mixing the two together should be a no-brainer for anyone. It's kind of like when I made, at some point I made videos about my Black Lantern Batman. And again, Black Lanterns at the time were pretty popular. Batman obviously is always pretty popular. And somehow mixing the two was even more popular. So I can see how a Flash version of Batman could be popular amongst the fans.
Thank you, hero person.
Sure, I could.
Love the winter holiday.
I do have a couple of Marvel characters, and I could even recreate a few Marvel characters with this character. So yeah, I could do that.
You've got to stop them.
Just what I
Hello,
wanted.
Godly. Pretty good so far. Oh, didn't realize I was done.
Larfleeze wasn't content to steal just presents this holiday season. He's escalated
So
to
let's
stealing
cure
power
for
rings
the
from fallen Green Lanterns near the conference
research
in Metropolis.
facility
The
event.
more rings he gets, the more powerful he becomes, and that's not good for anybody. The rings have left an enormous energy signature, and I'm tracing it now. I've pinpointed his location. He's holed up at a secret research facility. I'm adding the location to your on-duty tab. Head there, and I'll contact you on site.
The research facility sadly doesn't pop as quickly as it used to. It's pretty easy to understand why. Usually when a seasonal is brand new, everyone is rushing to play the new seasonal. But after a couple of weeks, not as many people are actually playing the seasonal. So we may have to wait a bit. But I was planning also to go... oh, well, there we are. But I'm planning also to go play some Gotham Earth 3 missions. So we could have done that while we waited, but I guess we won't have to wait after all. Let's give a little bow to everyone. Normally I would switch to controller, but with my speed boots, I can't really switch armories. And also, if I switch my look, I'm gonna have to go. I didn't set that look to my to the current armories that I have equipped. Like I didn't set the look in those armories, so I would have to go back and recreate the look.
Temporarily disable the shield that's protecting Larfleeze.
Yeah, I was 220, but right now I'm in a mission that pretty much sets my combat rating to 34. But also even before that, basically I'm wearing the speed boots, and sadly the speed boots pretty much hurts my combat rating. I'll show you in a bit. If we're lucky, maybe we can power on through and... not so lucky. But I'll show you why my combat rating has changed in a bit. As soon as we're done with this mission. Almost there.
Great job. The Green Lantern Corps can take it from here. Getting those rings out of Larfleeze.
Oh yeah, there is going to be a Red Death set of gear. At least from what we know, there is such a set of gear in the game right now. From what I understand, it's been added a couple of months ago. And I strongly suspect that it's going to be in the upcoming time capsule. And probably with the Batman Dark Knight's emblems. Oh, that's a nice looking fella. I suspect you may have to wait until January 8th for the Red Death set of gear. I could be mistaken about that. Make no mistake, I could be wrong about that. It happens. But from the information that I know right now, I suspect that we're going to get a new time capsule around January 8th, and I suspect that the Red Death will be the style that we can get, the set of gear that we can get from that time capsule. There's going to be a regular version of the Red Death, and there's going to be an enhanced version of the Red Death. Oh yeah, and for the combat rating, like right now you can see my combat rating is 209. The reason for that is really simple. It's because I'm wearing the speed boots. If I equip my normal boots, my owl suit boots, my combat rating goes back to 222. But if I do equip the speed boots, my combat rating takes quite a hit, and it goes all the way down to 209. But it shouldn't be an issue. I should still be able to play the Earth 3 missions fine. I guess we'll see.
We need the crime syndicate's encryption codes, coordinates to the Panopticon's location, and a better understanding.
Ah, we have a nice blue flash here.
Are you game?
And that's a pretty good looking version. They're buffing a couple of quantum powers, not much. They're buffing a singularity, and I think the other one is lift. Like basically they're buffing this one. This power will do a bit more damage. I'm not sure how much more, but we're gonna have to wait and see until the hotfix goes live. Right now it's on the test server. It could change. Maybe we'll get it buffed. Maybe not.
The crime syndicate don't take kindly to interference in official business. Don't touch me. It'll hurt me if I don't get this where it needs to go.
It does a lot more? That's good.
What?
Okay, from the hotfix notes, it seemed as if only like Singularity and Lift were actually buffed. But if they're buffing more powers, awesome. As you can see, I'm using Quantum a lot. And I know that even though a lot of people are complaining that it's not as powerful as they would like it to be, as you know, I'm doing fine with Quantum. But if they're giving it a buff, even better. I won't complain about that. Okay, it's only 2 powers. Okay.
Don't touch me.
Well, sadly, I'm only using one of the 2 powers, but it's better than nothing. Well, people have been complaining about Mental quite a lot, so I can understand if they're giving Mental a bigger buff. Yeah, I've noticed Electric, it seems, will take a hit. It's a little sad because for a long time Electric was pretty much underpowered. So it was nice for Electric to be a little more powerful, at least for a bit. But I'm not surprised. Sadly, it's this. It always happens. People complain and complain and complain if they think that a power is all too overpowered, and then the power gets nerfed.
Wow, you're the worst. Gordon is the future of Gotham.
Sometimes there's more people. Sometimes there's less people in this stream. It's a case by case thing. As for doing anything for Christmas, I'm not sure yet. I didn't decide what my plans would be. Not sure why we don't see any speakers. There's one. On Christmas, if I'll do a stream, possibly. It'll depend on how I decide to arrange my Christmas plans. As for giveaways, I gave up on that quite some time ago. Well, I'm glad you're subbed. But for giveaways, in theory, that would seem like a good idea to give away stuff to people. In practice, it's a nightmare. It's really not a good idea. Basically, if I do a giveaway, sure, the people winning the giveaway will be happy, but a lot of other people will be salty about that, and also sometimes there's even those who will accuse me of doing some sort of scam with the giveaways. So I'm not doing that anymore. Oh yeah, Christmas is for giving, but sadly, two things happens. Well, no, a few things happens. Basically, other than the winners, a lot of people get unhappy if they don't win. Some people will think it's some scam that I'm giving the giveaways to my friends or something like that. And I'm trying not to block people. But and also, And also, it already there's people always asking for free stuff, and if I do a giveaway, that amount explodes. Like once in a while, you'll have people asking for free stuff, but when I did giveaways, then every day, 10, 20, 50 people would ask for free stuff. So already there's I would say, an epidemic of people asking for free stuff in this universe online, and if I do a giveaway, that number explodes. So there's too many reasons not to do a giveaway. Sorry. I know that it would be nice to reward some people once in a while, but the problem is that it causes more problems than it actually it makes. Like, if I do a giveaway and I give, let's say, one giveaway or even 5 giveaways, yeah, I'll make 5 people happy, but I'll make 100 people unhappy, 200. And again, not to mention those who will accuse the giveaway to be some sort of scam. So it's a lose-lose situation.
The people of this Gotham may not realize it, but you're the hero they've always needed.
Well, the discount right now, let's take a quick look. Hello, yeah, boy. Like you can see, there's the 40 stabilizers at 25.50. That's a pretty good deal. I should probably buy a few of that. I'm gonna have to buy some marketplace cash first, but yeah, there's a few nice deals. Again, if let's say I do what you're suggesting. Let's say I open 50 time capsules, 100 time capsules, and then give the stuff away to people. Sadly, I can only give the stuff to people who are playing on PC or who are playing on PS4, and only to people who are playing on the US servers. So guess what happens if I do that? People who are playing on Xbox will complain that they're not included in the giveaway. People who are playing in Europe will complain that they're not included in the giveaway. As I told you, it's a lose-lose situation. If I give stuff to some people, other people would complain for reasons. Either because they're not included, either because they didn't win, there's a... Oh, let's go help our little friends over here. So yeah, doing a giveaway, in theory that would seem like a good idea. It'll make some people happy. But sadly, it makes way too many people unhappy. And it also creates a wave of people who will ask for free stuff. So it's a lose-lose situation. So I'm not doing that anymore. Well, see, that's what people are accusing me of doing. They're accusing me of giving stuff only to friends. I'm not doing any giveaways, secret or not secret. Sorry about that, but that's how it's going to be. I could change my mind at some point, someday, maybe. But right now, everything indicates to me that doing a giveaway, not a good idea at all. I wasn't really planning on opening time capsules. I pretty much opened all the notorious time capsules I wanted to open. I could probably open, if I was to open time capsules, I would probably open some of the older time capsules. Maybe the Green Lantern time capsules. Maybe I don't know. I would have to give it some thoughts. Maybe some Amazon time capsules, hoping to get the Phoenix aura, the Phoenix material. Sorry about that. Sorry if you're broke, and don't hang yourself. It's not worth it. You'll get money someday. Ah, sorry, Phantom Ninja. Oh, I thought I was done. Oh, I guess I'm not. Oh, I'm so sad. So we're done with here. So let's do this one. Ah, sorry, Phantom Ninja. It happens. Sadly, you can't make everyone happy sometimes. We even see it with the Christmas sale. Well, have a good day, progress report. I hope you'll come back even if you don't get any giveaway. Which again would kind of prove the point. If you're watching the videos just for the giveaway, to get some sort of giveaways, sorry, it's not going to happen. We're not getting snow today. So far, we haven't got that much snow. We got a bit of it, but right now it's more like icy, icy pavement. But also we see it with the winter sale. Like right now, this Universe Online is giving us a nice winter sale. And you would think that some people would be happy about that. Oh, that's our friend Allman. Oh, I was wondering where he was located. Now it makes sense. So with the winter sale, you would have thought that some people would have been happy that there is a winter sale. But no, some still had to find ways to complain. They're complaining that it's not as big a sale as some other years. It's not the sale they wanted to have, or there's a lot of entitlement amongst these Universe Online fans somehow. Oh, I'm not saying you're watching it just for the giveaways, but there are people who are doing just that. So, again, it's a lose-lose situation. Sure, let's assume I do a giveaway and you win. Well, people will accuse me of giving it to my friends. People will accuse me of, again, making a scam. And again, when I do giveaway, already there's people always asking for free stuff. That happens all the time. And if I do a giveaway, that amount of people explodes. Instead of having maybe one person every 3 days asking for free stuff, if I do a giveaway, I'll have 20 people, 30 people, 50 people every day asking for free stuff. It's sad, but that's how it is. Am I mature? I'm not sure what that has anything to do with it. Let's say no. $800 million. Ah, now I'm jealous. Let's go play. Let's go play some earlier missions. Hello, Callum. 800 millions. I don't think I ever had that amount. The reason for that is pretty simple. I usually spend whatever cash I have
to stop the madness
almost
here in
as fast
Music
as I
Mall.
earn it.
I'm sending you undercover.
These damn
Go get your
hired
marching
goons.
orders from one of
They're
the
putting
gangs.
too many cops
Working
in
with
the
them to
hospital.
weaken the other side.
Have you seen
Help
Batman?
prevent this.
No?
Well, perhaps one of the Jokers.
Ah, thank you, Callum. So usually when I make some cash, as soon as I reach a certain amount, I end up spending it all.
Get out there and help the boys in blue.
Saying hi because you're rich? Okay. Right now I'm very, very cash poor. I would have to do a bit of farming for cash. How much do I have right now? I have not even 1 million. Ah, that's good for you. Progress report.
Our man Riddler's forces are in trouble. The Joker's goons are...
So with 800 millions, you can purchase
Haven't seen him in a few
every time capsule items in the game from the broker. Lucky you. So you probably have the Phoenix Aura, the Phoenix material, the negative Speed Force material. You're so lucky. You want me to reset some of your raids? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do mine, so I'm not going to do that. Sorry. Ah, that's the little fella I was looking for. Well, with 824 millions, you can easily purchase it from the broker. Oh no, not the gun one. I hate that one.
Even you should be able to figure out how to
Everything
use
is a
the
no.
multi-tool you've just
You want cash? The answer is no. You want me to reset a raid? The answer is no.
electricity, water,
You want to give me $50 million? The answer is no. It's always no.
open the Joker presents. Now get to freeing the Riddler's men.
You want to set me a date with Julia Roberts? The answer is no. Always no. All the time.
I don't know nothing about nothing. Please stop it.
Step right up.
I need some help over here.
Let's go complete the mission with the gun so that I can get rid of it.
Get me out of this spot.
Well, the emblem you're mentioning, Callum, is one of the Batman Dark Knight's emblem. It's something that hasn't been announced officially just yet, but a few people have seen it in the game.
Riddler, where are you, boss?
Can't believe the crap I put up with working for Riddler.
Progress report, you're making me jealous now. For the skill point, I don't care. Right now I have... how much do I have? How many do I have? Right now I have like 236. That's more than enough. Basically, as soon as I had 150, that was more than enough. And even then, there's some characters that I have that have 50 skill points, and I do fine even with those. But 1,000 replays, oh yeah. At some point, I had 9,000 replays. The reason for that is quite simple. I was legendary for years. I've been legendary for years. And for a long time, I was not spending a single replays. I started spending replays basically when... no, wrong one. I started using replays when we were able to purchase feats from other characters. And originally, the main reason why I would spend for feats would be to be able to use weapon masteries with certain characters. Nah, I'm pretty sure you'll never see my character added endgame. Could be fun though. Originally, I thought you guys may remember there's this mission that you play where you go into the Hall of Doom or into the Watchtower, and then you face another character that has been given power by exobytes. And at first, I thought that that was a player character. Like I thought that holy crap, I foolishly thought that they had used a character's one of the players in the game, and that they had used him as a character in that mission. And I thought it would create like some sort of nemesis system or something like that.
Help me.
But sadly, it turns out it was just no matter which character you use, it was the very same NPC. So I was a little sad when I realized that.
I need backup here.
Like I thought in that mission they could have used the character of another player and create some sort of nemesis system or some sort of enemy system. But it was me being a little too naive at the time.
I haven't seen him, I promise.
Keep your 100 millions progress report.
Ain't seen him in ages. Only saw his fist that time anyway. No joke.
Mighty Jiggy, it depends. Do you want to be a healer, a tank, a controller, a DPS? Oh, it was a neat looking aura. It wasn't the greatest looking aura in the world, but it was a neat idea. For a free gift, it was fine. Well, right now, some of the powers that are good at dealing damages might be changed. There's a hotfix changing a lot of the powers. But right now, ice, pretty much all the tank powers seems to be pretty good at doing damage. So ice, fire, earth, atomic seems to be not a really good power, and also a really good a really well-rounded power in the sense that you can not only do a lot of damages, but you have a whole bunch of healing abilities that allow you to have a lot of survivability, allowing you to not just do damage, but to still be alive by the end of the fight. From what I understand, light does a good amount of damage, but again, I guess it depends on what you really want to do. But also, if you're using light right now, Sadly, if you want to change to, let's say you would decide to change to atomic, make sure that you have some tank gear first. Otherwise, because if you switch as a tank, you won't be able to use your controller gear. If you have DPS gear, then that's fine. But if you have controller gear and you switch to tank, all your controller gear will become useless. So if you ever made the switch, make sure that you have a set of gear that your character will be able to use. Well, you could use the black flash cowl. It's almost the same. Oh, there's our friend Hush. Oh, let's give him. Let's say hello to Hush. Atomic is good DPS, but it also has some good survivability. Like from what I understand, a lot of people are able to solo even group content with their atomic character, because their atomic character can survive, can heal itself well enough, or can survive well enough to last through the whole fight. Rage is good. The only issue I have with Rage is that I don't quite I have a hard time with the Rage crash mechanic. So it's a bit, let's say, challenging to use. It depends what you need, Fusini King. What can I help you with? Yeah, the Forerunner Swift suit looks well enough, but there's a. I'll show it to you. The Assassin's backup. You have to purchase the what's it called? I'll show it to you. You have to purchase one of the layers for that. You have to purchase the Eastern layer, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. If you purchase the Eastern layer, your backups will be... You will have access to the Assassin's backups. The Guy Gardner vest comes from one of the... Fight for the Light, I think, or I forget. Yeah, I think it's from one of the Fight for the Light mission. I think maybe the 4-player mission, but don't quote me on that. It's been a long time. Actually, I never got the vest from an actual mission. The one time I got it, I bought it from the broker, which I guess is what I would suggest. But usually when I suggest to people play the broker, they don't seem too crazy with that answer. But as far as missions go, I think it comes from the Owen sign cell, but don't quote me on that. I'm not 100% certain. Is it? Okay. So Callum seems to agree with me. So I'd say it's the Owen sign cell, but I'm not 100% sure on that. No, the vest doesn't support an emblem. I think, do I have the vest with this little guy here? Like, I think this is the only character I have with the vest. And the only reason why he has it, at some point I bit the bullet and I bought the vest on the broker for 2 or 3 millions. I have no idea how much it is right now. Oh, there it is. But yeah, you can see if I equip the Guy Gardner style, sadly you no longer see my emblem. So sadly the style is a nice looking style, but it's not equipped to use with an emblem. Which is sad because it would have been nice to have the Green Lantern emblem on that style. I guess they're gonna have to release another Guy Gardner chest piece. And for the Flash Cowl, the only alternative I can really suggest is the black Flash Cowl. There it is. It doesn't quite look the same, but it's as close as you can get. I hate it when that glitches. Oh. So if you see the black Flash Cowl is the other option you have if you don't have the Flash Cowl for reasons. The black Flash Cowl, you can get it in game. All you really need to do is you have to gather 10 or 12 collections for the Black Flash Cowl. That color is because of the negative Speed Force material. If you look through my materials, right now I have 3 materials with this character. I have the negative Speed Force, I have the Time Worm, and I have the Stealth material. What you're looking at right now is the negative Speed Force material. That's why it looks like that. But for the Red Death, I thought it was more than appropriate. Ah, you're welcome, Callum. Right now, well, usually you get them from time capsules, but you have to gather like 12 collections. Usually the better option is to buy the collections from the broker. You can trade that. If you trade, be careful who you trade with. There's a lot of scammers, sadly, in this Universe Online. So if you don't know the person you're trading with, be really, really careful. Hello, Stormcloak. What's the stealth material? Well, let me show you.
I need backup here.
I made a few videos about the stealth material, so if you take a look, you should be able to see it. But
I need backup here.
that's the stealth material. As you can see with the back piece, it looks really funky. So you don't really want to use it with the quick suit back piece.
Anyone, help me.
So it gives a pretty much a rubbery look to your character. One of the better styles that I use with that material is the Batman 1989. Like if you ever wanted to recreate the what's his name? I'm not sure why I'm blanking. If you want to recreate the Michael Keaton Batman, the stealth material is perfect for that. I lost track of what mission I was doing, so let's take a look. I guess we're almost done. Not really. What happens with time capsules is that if you have membership, there's a mission that gives you stabilizer fragments. If you do have the membership, you will get a bit more fragments from that mission. I will show you in just a second. I'm not sure. YouTube does block some messages somehow. So sometimes people, usually when people try to give me their screen name or something, YouTube will block that. When people say naughty things, YouTube will block that. I'm not sure exactly what exactly the YouTube filter blocks, but sometimes they'll block certain messages. Sorry about that, Progress. Nothing really I can do about that. For the time capsule, that's what I was trying to do. If you look at the event, you have the stabilizer fragment mission. That is how you can open time capsules for free. If you're a member, if you're a legendary player, you get 6 stabilizer fragments per day. If you're a non-member or a premium member, you get 4 stabilizers fragments per day. And if you're a free-to-play player, you get 3 stabilizer fragments. So if you're a legendary player, you get a little more stabilizer fragments than everyone else. So you should be able to get a little more free time capsules than everyone else. That's the main distinction when it comes to time capsules. And of course, I probably should mention also, you get also 500 station cash or market cash every month. So that should allow you to open a few stabilizers to be able to open time capsules. So technically, with the stabilizer missions, that gives you fragments, and if you use your station cash, you could open a bunch of free time capsules every month if you really wanted to. How long did it take me? I don't have the full all-man suit just yet. I'm just missing the pants, and I'm missing... let's see, I didn't check... How many marks do I have? I'm missing like 12 Ultra Bucks to be able to get the pants. So in 12 Ultra Bucks, I'll have the whole all suit. No, it's probably blocking you. Usually when people try to do some personal advertising, that seems to be something that YouTube blocks by default. I'm on the US PC PS4 server. Like right now I'm playing on PS4. And PC and PS4 share the same servers, and I'm on the US servers. Time capsule drops every 20 minutes. So just wait 20 minutes, then after 20 minutes defeat any enemy, and you'll get a time capsule from that. So basically just fighting a whole bunch of enemies. Every 20 minutes, there's a time capsule that will drop. Like right now. Oh yeah. The aura I'm wearing right now is the Amber Mist aura, if I'm not mistaken. Let's take a quick look. Yeah, the Ember Mist aura. It's one of the auras you could get from the original time capsules. Technically, it's the Yellow Lantern aura, but it kind of works well with a whole bunch of other stuff. Right now, if I was to make a new character, I would probably go with Quantum. I love how Quantum works, and I love the visual effects of Quantum. I don't know, when I saw the visual effects for Quantum, the light blue shiny thingy, I loved it. And also the Quantum, the ability to be able to teleport. Quantum is the only power that has that, so I love that. Yeah, it's a short teleport, and very often there's items in the way that blocks your teleport, but I kind of like that effect still. Like, I liked it even before. Like, before we didn't have a shield when we used the quantum tunneling. The quantum tunneling before, literally, we were just teleporting. They've added the shield later on. But even then... So I would say, yeah, if I was to create a new character, I would go with Quantum. Although I do have 2, maybe 3 Quantum characters right now. So in reality, if I was to create a new character, right now I would go with the only power that I don't have. Like, I have characters with pretty much every powers, the exception to that being nature. So I'm gonna have to create a nature character at some point. I just have no idea. I don't have any idea for a nature character or any idea that I would really like to play. Let's fight the evil Killer Croc. Because we can. My least favorite power? I would have to say... I would have to say the Red Lantern power, just because I can't wrap my head around Rage Crash exactly how it works. The first thing you do when you buy membership, well, it will allow you, if you're like a free-to-play player, membership will allow you will give you access to a lot of missions that you don't have access to. I guess right now the first thing you could do is play the you could play. I'm not sure. I don't know what combat training your character is, but once you become a member, then it's going to give you access to a whole bunch of missions. So once you actually become a member, the first thing you could do is play some of the missions you don't have access to as a free-to-play player. Also, it will allow you to use a broker. So that's another thing that you could probably do once you become a member. Once you become a member, it will unlock all your cash. So that will allow you to be able to use the broker. And if you already have a lot of cash, then it's going to allow you to buy a whole bunch of stuff that you cannot buy. Or it's going to allow you to make even more cash, since you're going to be able to sell items on a broker. And thanks to your cash, you're going to be able to pay, there's like a 4% fee whenever you put something up for sale on a broker. So becoming a member will give you full access to the broker. So that is also something you could use. There's quite a few helmets that could kind of work for the Red Hood. Let's take a quick look. Let's remove that. Let's remove that. So for the Red Hood, let's see. Let's go here. I have a lot of helmets, so it'll take me a minute or two to go through them. The Visitor helmet, I guess, could be a nice option. And it's from the Notorious Time capsule, which is available right now. Well, let's change the color to red, because we can. So again, the Visitor could be a good option. Oh, if not... the Tri-Face, I guess, could be an option. Not my favorite, but it could kind of work. There's a version of the Starburst without the star in front and the fin, I think. Of course, nah, not really. Sadly, lots of styles to go through. So as you guys can see, whenever I create a new look for a video, that's all the styles I have to go through to try to recreate that look. So as you can see, sadly, there's not that many full-faced metallic helmet. I guess that could kind of work. Or that. But nah, not really. Oh, obviously, this is the look you want. That's the official Red Hood helmet. But what can you do? But it's a fairly high level. Yeah, there's this one. The gas protection it's probably your better option. You can get it pretty much at character creation. If you didn't get it at character creation, you can buy it from some of the vendors in the Watchtower or the Hall of Doom. Oh. The Lexcorp Helmet? We'll see. Yeah, but the Gotham Outlaw vendor is you have to be combat rating 150 or something. So someone who wants to create their Red Hood, obviously you could go with just one of the full face mask. It's not a metallic helmet, but you do what you can with what you have, I suppose. I guess the fourth world could kind of work. Nah. This could kind of work as well, I suppose. Obviously, some of those helmets don't really look like the Red Hood, but if you had one of those helmets with the name Red Hood or Red something, that could kind of work. Nah. I guess the classic tech could kind of work, although it screams more Iron Man than Red Hood. Not really. Nah, sadly, you pretty much saw all the helmets I had. So, if there's one in there that kind of fits what you want for the Red Hood, I'm glad I could help. The difference between membership, legendary, and premium. Membership and legendary is the same thing, obviously. The main difference is that with membership or legendary, you have access to all the content. Like if you go into the on-duty menu, you have access to everything, assuming you have the combat rating to be able to have access to it. If you're a premium player, you have access only to the DLCs that you purchased. So you could decide, if for some reason you like War of Light Part 1, you could decide to purchase War of Light Part 1. If you decide not to purchase one DLC for whatever reasons, as a premium player, sure, you can. But also the cash limit. Like if you're a legendary player, your currency is unlocked. If you're a premium player, your currency will be locked at 2,000. So you won't be able to spend more than 2,000 at a time. And of course, a legendary player, you get 500 loyalty points or 500 station cash, or is it market cash every month. You get also replay badges every month. And I'm sure I'm forgetting one or two things important. Once in a while also there will be rewards that will be only for legendary players. For example, when they released the Flash Call for like the first month or something, the Flash Call was free for legendary players. So if you were a legendary player, you could just have the Flash Call for free. So that was a nice touch. So once in a while there will be freebies for legendary players. Obviously, since you're paying $15 a month or $10 a month, it's not really a freebie since you're technically paying for it, but you get the idea. As for a nice cowboy hat, we went through all the headpieces that I had. So if there's one in there that kind of looks like a cowboy hat that you like. I know I went pretty quick through all the headpieces that I had, but if you want to take a really good look, basically the video will be on YouTube forever. Once I'm done with the live stream, YouTube will process the video, and the video will be available for all time. So just go through the video again, look at all the headpieces I have. And there's one or two somewhat looking cowboy hat in there. This is the transporter I'm looking for. But I think there's one also in the marketplace. Let's take a quick look. In the marketplace, there's a cowboy style, I think. We'll get there someday. Probably in suits. Not quite. There you go. With the Buckaroo suit, you have a pretty nice cowboy hat. So that could be an option. And right now, it's 255 market cash. I've never tried to mail things to myself, so you mean yourself, your other characters, or? I know there are some mail glitches sometimes, but other than that, I'm not sure why you wouldn't be able to mail yourself items. Personally, I suggest don't mail it to yourself. Put it. If you're trying to give yourself items, use the shared bank. That could be also one of the reasons why it doesn't work. There are items that you cannot share between characters. So maybe you're trying to share an item that you're not supposed to, and that's why it causes an error. Other than that, I have no idea why you would have an error message. So if you want to trade between characters, just use the shared bank. It's the better option. Yeah, a split personality, I guess, could work. Yeah, it could kind of work. It's a little funky, but it works fine. At some point, we would see that hat a lot in game. There was a lot of people who were creating pimps. I guess the pimp look was a popular look, and that hat was perfect for that look. So a lot of people were using it at some point. Ah, no problem, Derek. Well, for the Superman emblem, uh, we're going to get it at some point. There's no reason for them not to give us a Superman emblem at some point. And right now, this year, it's the 80th anniversary of Superman. I suspect that maybe around the actual anniversary date of Superman, we will get an emblem. If we're lucky, maybe a new set of gear. But right now, it's only a matter of time. Like we got a new Wonder Woman emblem, we got a new Batman emblem. There's no reason why we would not get a new Superman emblem. The only question is when will we get it and how will we get it? Will we have to purchase a time capsule? I strongly suspect that we will have to purchase a new time capsule. So around the month of May, I suppose, once they release a new time capsule, I would strongly bet that there is going to be a Superman emblem at that time capsule. But you never know. They might surprise us. Like last summer, they gave us an Aquaman emblem. So who knows what they'll do with the Superman emblem. I'm not sure why. Usually I have a whole bunch of transporters right here, and they're not here today. I'm so sad. But yeah, for Superman, it's only a question of time. They gave us a whole bunch of other emblems. And there's no reason why we won't have a Superman emblem at some point, unless there's some licensing issues that I'm not aware of between DC Universe Online and DC. If they were able to give us the Wonder Woman emblem like twice, if they were able to give us the Batman emblem twice, I've no reason. There's no reason why they cannot give us a Superman emblem. But again, you never know. Sometimes they have these weird. These weird restrictions. Could there be some such restriction for the Superman emblem for some reasons? I have no idea. Ah, thank you, Derek. It's very thoughtful. Well, there's in the meantime, there's the Superwoman emblem that kind of works. If you want to recreate like a retro-like Superman, I guess I should probably make a video about that. Well, if you're a legendary player, you have access to all the episodes. But yeah, it's not for free since you're paying for them. And if you want to get them as a premium player, then yeah, you have to purchase the episodes. Once in a while, there will be the I have all access in mind, but that's not it. The open episodes. Once in a while, there will be the open episodes where everyone has access to everything, but they haven't done those in a bit. Well, it's this Universe Online is a marathon, so you have to think in terms of the long game. But sooner or later, you will get to the top CR or close to it. The reason I'm saying close to it is that in order to get the top CR, You need the elite gear, which is a bit challenging to get sometimes. And you need and you will need also some OP gear, some omnipotence gear. But if you get a full set of, let's say, time capsule gear, it brings you close enough. And even better if you get the owl suit in this case. It brings you fairly close to the top CR. So once you get right now, once you get the owl suit, then if you really want to increase your CR a bit more, you need to get the elite version of the owl suit, which is a bit challenging. And also you need to get some omnipotence gear as well. Yeah, the Superwoman gear, the Superwoman emblem comes from time capsules. Who's better, Quicksilver or Flash? It has to be Flash. There's no way Quicksilver can compete with the Flash. Come on. Once in a while, they do a few neat things. Like they did a few neat things with the Quicksilver in Days of Future Past. Somehow for the Quicksilver in Avengers Age of Ultron, they failed to do anything anything cool with it or anything mention worthy. But for the Flash, at some point we had the Flash doing cool stuff every week. The Supergirl Emblem. Not sure which emblem you're talking about. You have to be specific about which but there's no Supergirl emblem in the game as far as I know. So I'm not sure which emblem you're talking about. There is Power Girl in the Watchtower who sells a Superman set of gear, so that might be what you mean. Or there's where Supergirl is in the Watchtower. There's a few vendors that sell some Kryptonian gear. Well, it gets you to top CR. Assuming you have the full set of elite gear and the latest omnipotence items. Like for example, with this character, I do have a few omnipotence items, but sadly by now the omnipotence items I have are pretty much obsolete. Hello, Jordan. Hola from Canada. Our Flash would do a lot of things to Quicksilver. Actually, Flash wouldn't destroy Quicksilver. He's too nice to do that. No, you cannot transfer your characters.
What's your problem?
Most likely they're trying to avoid people selling their characters, which is something that happens in other games. Sometimes in other games people will we'll create characters, get those characters to, I don't know, top CR or with the top gear, and then they'll sell those characters. So it's something that DC Universe Online is trying to avoid. Although you could sell your account, I suppose. Yeah, but the only Superman emblem we have in game is the Superman from the BVS emblem. For a Supergirl, the only way you can get a Supergirl emblem, let's go to chest piece. The only thing I can think of that kind of fits with what you're saying is the Superman hoodie. I used it on my Supergirl for a bit. That's the only Superman emblem I can think of that kind of matches with what you're saying. Yeah, I understand, but there's no such emblem in the game. Like the only Superman emblem in the game is the BVS emblem. Like this is the Superman emblem we have in the game. I understand the emblem of Supergirl, but there's no such emblem. The only Supergirl or Superman emblem we have is the one you're looking at. Or, actually, it's not true. There's also this one. But I'm pretty sure that's not the one you mean. Other than that, what you have to use if you want to have a Superman emblem is one of the Superman-inspired chest pieces. There's the Superboy hoodie. There's the Superman hoodie. Or there's the House of L. Oh, there's actually, like, you have the Kryptonian Commander, where you have a, like, you can see a tiny Superman emblem on the side. You have the Kryptonian Medico. This one I don't think has an emblem. Neither does this one. Or there's the House of L Warsuit. But there's no Supergirl emblem in the game. He wouldn't eat Flash's dust. He's not that hungry. If he's hungry, even Quicksilver can order a pizza.
Sad
Trust
fact
no innocent
is,
civilians
they're getting
were hurt.
released as
This
fast
gang
as
None of
war
those
should go
goons knew
into
anything
no
about
time
where
if it keeps
Batman
going
is.
at this pace.
We can't give up.
Our
Keep
guys are
searching
safe
for
again
clues.
thanks to your heroics. Know that we'll always have your back.
All those Joker and Riddler thugs you took care of, we can't thank you enough.
So we got a few boxes. Let's see if we got anything worth it. No. Let's go for the plan. We don't have it just yet. Let's go for the bat signal. I have a whole bunch of it that I purchased from the broker, but you can never have too many bat signals. I have no idea if I have those. Well, let's see. Eh, it happens. Oh yeah, we have, where is it? Hello, Karen Dutt. Any tips on getting money? Play the broker. That's the best way to make money in this universe online. Let's go to the broker right now because we can. The best way to make money in this universe online is to play the broker. There's no miracle solution. You have to do it. Let's see if I can show you the difference. My favorite superhero has to be the Batman.
Nothing a villain uses can possibly.
I guess Wolverine would come close.
Let me
But
provide you with the items you need.
there's also the Phantom. I guess I'm always a bit torn. So let's see. So if we were to sell something here. Let's say we were to sell the Winter Snowballs. For 98 Winter Snowball, I would get $98. Let's see about something else. Like the Gotham and Metropolis mod, I would get $7. And the same for aggressive exhibits. So yes, if you want, you can sell items to the vendors, and after 1,000 years or two, you would get a bit of money. But if you come to the broker, the very same items could be sold for, let's see the snowballs. So for the snowballs, we could have sold them for $98. Here you can see it's like 3,000 for one snowball. I guess I'm gonna have to set up. Just give me a second. And there we go. So if we were to sell the very same snowballs, we could make a lot more money on the broker than in any vendors. So that's how you make your money. I don't think you can teleport as mental DPS. I can't. Oh. Too many chats. So again, to get back to what I was saying, if you want to sell, you have to use the broker, and that's where you can get the most money for your items that you're selling. So right now they're asking for 13,000. Let's ask for 8. I could probably try to play the broker and ask for 12,999, but I don't do that. I'm a little more impatient than that. And also, I don't want to reach a point where my broker is full of items. And also, another thing is that I hate when I get items back from the broker. Let's go for 150. Well, I have 2 accounts, so right there it's $200 per year. I buy time capsules from time to time. So probably the equivalent of 100, maybe 100 a month. Not really that. It's not really that amount, but if you count everything, if I purchase if I purchase market cash to buy stuff from the broker, from the marketplace, the time capsules I open, the subscriptions, and possibly other things I fail to recall. Yeah, I would say $100 a month would be close to accurate. Like some months I won't buy any, I won't open any time capsules, or I won't buy anything from the marketplace. But then the next month I could open 200 time capsules, or I could decide to purchase a whole bunch of stuff from the marketplace. So I'd say on average maybe $100 a month. Uh, it was suggested a lot, many times to have like multiple powers or multiple to be able to switch between like 2 powers. Like some people have been suggesting maybe an armory that could do that. Like you would purchase the armory for like I don't know $50, $100, but it would allow you to switch between 2 powers. That's been suggested for a long time, and they haven't done it just yet. So I guess they prefer to sell power respect tokens. No, for the escrow you have to like right now I won't be able to say it because I'm not. Normally if I was let's say a free to play player or a premium player, I would have my cash and I would also have an escrow. So my cash would be capped at 2,000 and the escrow would be whatever cash after 2,000 that would be in the escrow. And for the escrow, in order to be able to gain access to the cash in the escrow, you have to purchase an escrow token. I won't be able to show you the prices because I don't have access to the escrow. But basically, you can purchase $10,000 in the escrow or $25,000 in the escrow. I could have sworn there was. Oh, there we go. You could get unlimited access to your escrow for 7 days. Or, as you can see, so there's various escrow tokens that you can purchase. And I think that's going to be it for today. Unless you guys, if you guys have any specific questions, now's the time. We're going to stop in about 33 seconds. So if you have questions, ask it now. Oh, right now I barely have any. I have like 200 or something. So with the winter sale, I would have to purchase a whole bunch. Like I have 217 right now. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Oh, we got mail. Let's go pick up our mail, and we're going to call it a day. Ah, a nice J. Garrick. So that's going to be it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Oh. Phantom Ninja. Oh, no, sorry about that. So that's going to be it for now, guys. Bye-bye.